Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. Today's video is going to be an empties video. I've got a ton of products to talk about. I've got skincare, hair care, body care, of course makeup. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. I've got this giant bin here of products. I'm just going to start pulling products off the top. Also, I feel like I just want to go ahead and say that I'm still working on my lighting. I don't know what it is, but I have the hardest time with lighting. I feel like depending on the color shirt that I'm wearing or just like the most random things will make or break lighting for me. And I'm doing the best that I can, but when I have super bright lights in my head and my face, sometimes it can give me really bad headaches. So I'm doing the best that I can. I really just struggle with lighting, like honestly, but doing the best that I can. So hope that you guys don't mind too much, but let's go ahead and dive into these products. Like I said, I'm just going to grab kind of the larger ones first to get them out of the way. So the first one is this Nexxus. This is the Color Assure Long Lasting Vibrancy Shampoo. So this one took me forever to use up. I first got this like last summer in 2022 when my hair was still really long, before I chopped it. So I actually bought this because my hair was like falling out a lot in the shower. Like every time I showered, I felt like I was losing like a whole handful of hair. And then I used this at someone's house and I noticed that I lost a significantly less amount of hair in that shower. And I think I actually used it twice in a row. And I noticed both times that I lost less hair in the shower than I typically did washing my hair. So I decided to pick that up. I picked up the shampoo and the conditioner. I haven't used up the conditioner yet. Since I chopped my hair, I use very little conditioner. But I really do like this shampoo. I will say though, like for me, eventually my hair gets used to shampoos. So I feel like it did kind of get used to it after a while and I end up having to switch between multiple ones. Current favorite right now is the Amika one I mentioned in my favorites video, but I do kind of alternate that one with this Nexxus one, and I do already have another bottle of this. It's very, very good. It can be kind of pricey, but sometimes you can find the duo on sale on either Amazon or Sam's Club or something like that, so I would definitely shop for a deal because it is pricey if you don't find it on sale. Next up, we used up this Dr. Teal's Foaming Bath with Pure Epsom Salt Coconut Oil. My husband will use this sometimes too because of the Epsom salt in it. But for me, I do usually like coconut scents, but this one's just really strong and I don't really think I will repurchase the scented version. I've actually just repurchased the Epsom salt that's just like a plain Epsom salt with no added fragrance, and I'm enjoying that one a lot better. I'm just so sensitive to fragrances, and if I already have a headache, I don't want to be using something that's going to make it worse. So I just have to be really careful with what I use. One scented product that never steers me wrong and never gives me a headache is this one right here. I've got two empties of this. This is the Dial Pamper and Indulge Marula Oil Body Wash. So I have used up two. I just added this one to my empties a couple days ago, but this is such a good body wash. It's very affordable. It's available at several drugstores. However, I will say it's been seeming like harder to find, which is a bummer. I ended up finding mine at Kroger. I much prefer this bottle. If you ever like see both of them in stores, I much prefer the cap on this one. Oh, but this one smells so good and it doesn't hurt my head. So I don't know what it is about usually shower scented products, like they don't hurt my head as much, but that Dr. Teal's one, that one's strong. But I really like that body wash from Dial. I do have a hand soap. This is from Suave. This is the Bamboo and Jasmine. And I think this one smells really good. I don't quite remember it. Yeah, I would say this one smells pretty good, but it wouldn't be my first pick of a hand wash, but it's pretty good. So for hand soap, I would say like it's nice, but here's actually another hand soap. I like this one a lot better. This is the Dial White Tea. I feel like I like Dial scents a lot, I guess, but I do like this hand soap a lot, and the white tea fragrance is very, very nice. Okay, my last like giant bottled product. This is the Suave Cocoa Butter and Shea Body Wash. I liked this, but I much prefer the Dial one. I just prefer a body wash that feels more like a soap than like a lotion. Sometimes I don't really like that texture. And also I think this one had gotten like a ton of water in the cap just from like being in the shower. And so like the last like fourth of the bottle was really watered down, which I don't know if that's just like a me problem, but I found that to be kind of annoying. I did finish up this Hawaiian Tropic sunscreen. This is the SPF 30, so not super high of an SPF. When I repurchased this, I think I got the one that was 50, but I love this SPF product for the body. It smells so good. It doesn't smell like a lot of other like body SPFs, and I really do like it. I feel like it works well. I mean, it's really just the one that I always repurchase, and I do really enjoy it. You guys know I always use this face wash from e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration Bounce Back Jelly Cleanser. So a lot of people are sensitive to coconut. This does have coconut products in it, so if you're sensitive to that, probably steer clear of this one for sure. But I've really enjoyed this for several years now. However, I actually only have 2 of these left. I've got one open in the shower and one open at my bathroom sink. And when I use both of those up, I think I'm finally going to move on from that face wash because I really just love this next one, which is the Tatcha Rice Wash. This is so expensive, but what I want to do is pick up another mini of this one because now I've used it up. So this is another empty, but I want to pick up a mini of this. And then I also want to pick up some products that are known to be dupes for this. A lot of them, and I think all of the ones I'm going to order to compare to this are from YesStyle, but that's my plan. But I really want to wait to do that until I'm closer to using up the other 2 e.l.f. ones. Otherwise, I feel like I won't use them up, and I don't want to do that. So that's going to be my goal, is to find something that's similar to the Tatcha one, because the full size of this is $40, and that's just a lot for a face wash. I don't mind to invest in my skincare that like stays on my skin, but investing in a face wash just feels pointless. I don't know, because you're just putting it on and then washing it off. But this one was so effective at taking my makeup off and making my skin feel extremely clean and not stripped. So I kind of see why that one's so expensive, but I really want to try and find a cheaper alternative. I did use up another face wash. This is the Drunk Elephant No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. It smells like cantaloupe. This is just okay to me. I don't really remember it. I do remember feeling like I was just ready to use it up. I used it for traveling purposes, but I wouldn't purchase this. I got this as a birthday gift from Sephora, and I don't care to have it again. Another product that I do love and I will repurchase, I already have repurchased it, is this shave oil from Tree Hut. This is the vanilla bean one, the Tahitian vanilla bean to be exact. This is their shave oil. It's very, very good. However, I would suggest keeping this out of any like stream of water. Like if you have it in your shower to where like when you rinse your hair out, you know, water might end up going on it or something. It will get water in the bottle. And then again, like the body wash I mentioned, a lot of it at the bottom will be really watered down. But before that happens, and if it doesn't happen, it's a really great shave oil. I've already repurchased it and used up probably about 1/3 of the next bottle. It's really, really good shave oil. Okay, I feel like I could be wrong, but this might be our last skincare product. The rest of them look like makeup. So the next skincare item is this Peach Slices Redness Relief Azelaic Acid Serum. I loved this serum so much. So I recently used this up in my Project Almost pan, and I do have a couple other serums I need to use up before I repurchase this, but I will definitely repurchase this at some point. It is very, very good. And for the price, like I'm really impressed with it because Peach Slices is pretty affordable, and so far I have really been enjoying anything and everything that I've tried from the brand. And by the way, that's the sister company to Peach and Lily, I believe is the name of it, which is a high-end skincare brand. So I do really like that they have a more affordable kind of drugstore line, and also the packaging is all really cute on all of their products. I knew I would have forgotten one. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I did use this up. This was a little mini of their face moisturizer. I really did like this one as well, but again, it's super expensive. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll repurchase it, but for the time being, I have a ton of moisturizers I can be using. Okay, moving on to makeup. I've got a lot of primers actually. I've got 4 primers, so it might be fun to like rank them. Okay. I'll actually say number 4 is this one from Hourglass. I do really like this one. It helps your makeup last a lot longer than it would without wearing it, but it's super pricey, and I prefer a more like hydrating primer like you'll see from the other 3. But this one is pretty good. I just had a mini of it, and I would say it took me about a year to use it up. So if that tells you how, you know, little I was really using it, it's just really expensive. So I wanted to use it when I felt like I actually needed it. Okay, 3rd place I would say is this Milani Skin Quench, but I honestly feel like maybe these two are pretty similar. So the ColourPop Pretty Fresh and the Milani Skin Quench, They're not similar in texture or anything like that. They're similar as far as like how much I like them, but they're actually pretty different in comparison. So the Milani one is very thick. It's a very, very, very thick primer. It's almost just like a thick moisturizer. And so sometimes it felt like it took a lot of blending in and like really working it into the skin. But the ColourPop one is a lot more lightweight, and so it's like a lot less effort to blend it into the skin. So I really like both of them. I love, 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 love the scent of this ColourPop one. It's very subtle, but it smells so good. I really love that. But then my number one primer that I used up, this is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. I've already repurchased this. I'm currently using it now, but I really, really like this one. It seriously does make your skin look like glass, which I love because that's what it's in the title. It's just great. I love it so much. I finally used up this Purito BB cream. So I told you guys I only had 1 or 2 more uses in my Project Almost Pan update. Well, I have now used it up, so I'm very, very happy with that. I have mine in the shade number 21 Light Beige, by the way. I've already repurchased it. I have had a backup for a while. Such a good foundation BB cream type product. Another really good foundation product. This is the Kokie Skin Perfect HD foundation. This one is incredible. Such a good foundation. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I have a favorite and then I feel like I've tried all these other foundations, that after a while kind of like the newness wears off of a product, and that's kind of how I felt about this one. If I'm being totally honest, like towards the end of it, I felt like I didn't appreciate it as much as I did for the first like 3/4 of the bottle, but it's honestly such a really good foundation. And towards the end of it, I started to wish that I had appreciated it more in the last several uses. But I honestly have so many foundations right now that I don't need to pick up anymore. But if you guys are looking for a really, really great, just kind of like all around perfect foundation, this one is a really good option. I feel like it would work for so many different people. It's a nice like medium coverage, not really high medium. I'd say more like low medium, but you could definitely sheer it out and you can build it up a little bit, but it's a really, really, really pretty foundation. And it's also super affordable. Okay, moving on to concealers. I've got 2 concealers that I used up. I did finish up the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Sculptor Concealer. Something spilled in the bottom of this basket, by the way, so now everything's like sticky. But I did use this one up. I don't think I would repurchase it. It's a high-end concealer. I feel like I've got other favorites, but I did really enjoy this one. I think it's a really good one. And then I also used up the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. I would repurchase this one. This one's so good. I can't believe I actually used this up because it's quite a large tube. And I feel like that was a pretty good accomplishment. So I was really happy to use that one up. For some reason, there it goes. I'll say the Pure one didn't want to open, but that one is empty too. So that one I was excited to use up. I really purchased this thinking it had that little push pin that like the wand like pops up out of it, which I thought was really cool, but it's just like a normal concealer bottle, which was kind of a bummer, but beside the point, it's a good product. Okay, let's talk about mascaras, and then we have a couple more products after this. So I ended up using up 3 mascaras recently. This is the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational. I got mine in the shade brown. Honestly, I don't really understand like the hype in that. I would not repurchase it. One that I always tend to come back to is the Essence Lash Princess. This is the sculpted volume version. It's the purple one. I actually really like this one. I feel like the wand on it is really nice. It's more curved, which is just very easy to use, and I feel like it can really separate the lashes nicely. So I always really like that one. But a new favorite, my friend Diana sent this to me. I would have never tried this honestly without her, but this is a tubing mascara and it's under $5. This is from LA Colors. It's called the Biggie Lash Mascara and it is so good. I cannot believe this is under $5. I think it's like $3 and some change. And it's just honestly really, really nice. I can't believe it's so affordable because tubing mascaras, I feel like the ones that I have been able to find over the last like few years have all been like high end if they've been any good. So that one was a really, really cool find, and I didn't find it, of course, like my friend sent it to me. So thank you, Diana, because I still really appreciate you doing that, and I will definitely pick this up again in the future. I did use up a sponge. I feel like sometimes I keep these and sometimes I don't. I usually switch them out about once a month. So I've definitely used up more than one, but I always use the Shop Missy Paul Beauty Blender, whatever it's called. It's like $1.55 and I buy the 6-pack. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been talking for an hour, but we've only got 4 more products left, so let's go ahead and power through it. So I did use up a lip liner. This is the NYX Nude Suede Shoes lip liner. I can't even get the lid off. It's just like little piece on the end pops off. I don't know, it just won't come off. But it is completely used up. I couldn't really sharpen it anymore. Couldn't fit into the sharpener. I did use up this Grande Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. I already have another one of these. It's just like a little serum you can put on your lashes and it will help your lashes to grow longer. Back in the day, I did use this like every single day and I had tremendous results. But honestly, nowadays, I just use it like a couple times a week, if I'm being honest. I haven't been that good at using it consistently, so it's not really like a fair judge to really point out anything about my lashes right now because it's not really because of the serum. It's just how they are. But if you do use this consistently, it honestly does really work, or at least in my experience, it has. The last 2 products are brow products. These are both from e.l.f. actually. So I have the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I wanted to note this one was in the shade Brunette, which I really preferred this shade to whatever the other one was I tried in the past, maybe like a taupe shade. I liked the Brunette one better because it was a deeper shade, which I just for some reason liked better. And then I finally used up this Ultra Precise brow pencil from e.l.f. This was like the never-ending product in my collection, but I finally used it up. So it's like a little bit of a plastic bit there, but nothing else would come off of the product. I thought it was so funny because I mentioned I never want another brow pencil. This was the only one I owned and I was so ready to get rid of it. But let me reach for it over here. I bought another one. I missed it after I was using this one so much from e.l.f. to try and use it up. I honestly missed having a brow pencil, but I wanted to try a new one because this is a category where I definitely only need one in my collection at a time. So I decided to pick the one up from NYX. This is the Micro Brow Pencil. I really like a skinny brow pencil because my brows aren't like huge, and so I feel like the smaller pencils do better in the brows for me. But yeah, I finally used this one up. It was such an accomplishment. It took me forever, seriously. But those are all the empties that I have to share with you guys today. I have quite a lot, I feel like, and I feel like I had quite a lot of makeup empties actually. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and kind of hearing my thoughts on some of the products that I've honestly completely used up, because sometimes I feel like those reviews just mean a little bit more than other reviews. I always try to give my honest opinion and I try to give like unbiased opinions to you guys, but using something up completely just shows that I did like it enough to completely use it up. So hopefully that goes a long way with you guys as it does for me. I love watching people's empties videos. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I would love for you guys to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.